It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second and very short, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
Check 37. Check 81.
From the 41, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen.
Putting the ball in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well,
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Ready?
Play action now, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 6-0 our score after 1.
Just like that. Just like that.
Play fake. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 51 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun they give to Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Mike, 45.
It's a gain of 8.
On second and a couple, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 32 young, and all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 61 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group at the very least. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On play action, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
You know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They go play action. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston now. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Jackson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
And got his man, complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 34 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first down, Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And that is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1?
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Winston. Trying to improvise. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Jameis to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Matt Judon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that